Welcome to the Underground Facility Fractal, also known as the Dredge Fractal. We're going to start off by showing you how to do the initial button sequence as a full group of 5, as a trio, and as a duo group. Firstly, as a full group, one party member is going to run to the first button alone. Make sure to keep up stealth for yourself as you run. At this point, the rest of the group will stealth themselves and start running to be ready for when the first button is pushed. As they pass the first gate, the person on the first button can now leave and run down to the first gate as well, while the group waits at the second gate for a Mesmer preferably to blink through the floor to the second button and open both doors. Once opened, the group will split into 3, one person taking the right button and one taking the left button. This opens the third gate to allow the third party member to go off to the panel at the end of the room to open the last gate. This third member should preferably be someone with heavy stealth possibilities, such as an engineer with a stealth gyro on himself, as demonstrated here. As the remaining party members enter the room, they will simply kite the enemies around until the fourth and last gate is opened by the engineer. And done. Alternatively, it can be quite profitable to low man the buttons if some involved members aren't too skilled in the tactic. We start off by stealthing the Mesmer, who runs off to the first button. Place a portal close to the first gate. As the Mesmer gets close to the button, the thieves stealth once more and run off to the first gate. Once through the first gate, the thieves re-stealth. As the Mesmer portals himself back, one thief shadow steps himself through the floor to the second button to open the gates, and holds it open till both the other thief and the Mesmer has made it through the second gate, before going back with his shadow return. The second thief and the Mesmer should have spread out on the buttons, allowing the first thief to run up to the console, stealth himself, and activate the charge to open the door. Make sure to keep yourself stealth to avoid the dredge and not get yourself wrecked like a scrub. And done. As a duo, we're gonna start off by stealthing before both running off. The thief will be the one to take the first button, while the Mesmer places a portal for the thief to take back after the Mesmer has entered the first gate. The Mesmer places the portal here, out of range from the dredge. The thief opens the first gate for the Mesmer. Once through the gate, Thief leaves the button and the Mesmer mimics his portal before opening it for the Thief to come through. Both run towards the second button. The Mesmer places his portal entry here before returning to the second gate, while the Thief goes off to the second button. Make sure to stay stealth from the dredge while on the button. When the Mesmer has entered the second gate, the Thief can leave the button. The Mesmer opens his portal and portals himself back where the Thief can drop a smoke field to blast stealth for both of them, before they both go through the portal. Once inside, run to a somewhat safe corner and keep yourself stealth while you wait for the Mesmer skills to go off cooldown, as the Mesmer needs to switch his Mimic out for a mantra of concentration. The Mesmer is ready, re-stealth the group before the Thief runs off to the button on the right side of the room to open up the console. Once the console is open, it is possible for the Mesmer to blink close enough to the portal to interact with it and apply stability onto himself before the gate closes once again, allowing him to still channel the console. From here, all the Thief needs to do is keep the Mesmer stealth so that he won't get hit. Ideally, you'd want a thief that doesn't accidentally pop both the smoke screen and the shadow refuge at the same time, but whatever, it's still manageable, as simply stealthing the Mesmer is the main priority. As that is done, the rest of the party can come through. Here there are two different paths, the guns path and the bomb path. On the master tier level, we'll only ever encounter the bomb path, but nonetheless, we're going to show you how to do the guns path as well. Stealth your party past this set of enemies and run through the gate. Grab a gun from this crate. These AoEs will hit in a very set pattern, from top to bottom and then back again. Each AoE will hit twice, and if you get hit by one, your own gun will stop working and you will need to turn around and get a new one. At the gate, you need 3 party members to be in range before you can shoot it. Once all 3 of you have hit it, you'll have taken 25% off of its health, but your guns will have broken and you will need to get new ones. Each 25%, however, a couple of dredge will spawn right in front of the gate. Make sure to kill them to make it easier for yourselves. Any and all forms of teleportation when carrying a gun will make you drop that gun, so make sure to not use portals or anything to get to the gate, but rather to get back from the gate. Once you're through, run to the boss that'll spawn in the middle. The bomb path. This is the one we're mainly concerned with on the master tier. Once again, we stealth past these enemies. Run up to the machine that blows concealing dust out to stack up to a minute of stealth by simply entering and re-entering the dust. Go to grab a bomb, as we will need to bring a total of 9 bombs to the end of this tunnel to blow open the door. Make sure to not touch the red ring around the dredge power suits, as they will reveal you. Once revealed, the rectangular AoE cones will blow up the bombs if you touch them. Drop off the bomb here, and if you're running out of stealth, you can reapply more dust on the right side of the gate. For each bomb dropped off, more and more dredge power suits will spawn, making it harder and harder to avoid when running. Once all 9 bombs are dropped off, there will be a lever at the gate that you can pull to blow up the gate. Once open, stack on the right side to cleave down the dredge that have now spotted you. RABSOVICH does not hit very hard. Just make sure to avoid his shockwave attack indicated by a big rectangular AoE cone. Periodically, he will block all attacks. Hitting him while he does this will daze you for a moment, but it is rather inconsequential regardless. Once RABSOVICH is dead, there is now only a tunnel separating us from the boss. So we're going to stealth the party prior to RABSOVICH's card charging through the gate, opening it for us. A stealth gyro can be quite effective for the entire party to take advantage of. Once through the tunnel, the boss will spawn. Now, it is possible to get one of two bosses, either the Ice Elemental or the Dredge Power Suit. The mechanics of the fight remain identical apart from the boss's inherent attacks, but we will only show off the Ice Elemental. These bosses take extremely decreased damage unless you manage to superheat them. This is done by dropping fire onto them. Ideally, you would want a dedicated person to press the button at the top while the rest of the party controls the boss's movements. But in certain cases, it is possible that the person minding the button will get aggro, in which case a switch is needed. We're going to start off by breaking his break bar underneath the splash zone indicated by the round floor, allowing us to easily hit the boss with the fire. The Ice Elemental has 3 specific and dangerous attacks. For the first one, it will slam the ground, creating an AoE underneath and in front of him. Secondly, it will stomp its foot on the ground, creating 2 cones of ice in front of it, which will explode after approximately 2 seconds, so make sure not to stand in those when it happens. Third and final attack, he will create numerous ice spikes above the heads of every party member. These will strike the ground shortly after, so be sure to move out of the way. As long as the boss has the superheated debuff, he cannot heal, but the debuff only lasts for about 20 seconds, and so it's crucial that your party kites the boss onto the next fire splash zone. If the boss is left without the debuff, he might try to heal. This luckily can be interrupted by simply breaking his break bar. There are 4 fire splash zones, though it is possible and much easier for the person dedicated to the buttons to simply stick with 2 splash zones, kiting the boss in between these. And that is how to complete the Master Tier Underground Facility Fractal. Enjoy your loot. Until next time, we'll see you in the mists.